Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. Today's test, we are putting the Canon M10, my daily driver, up against my phone, my camera phone. That's right, the new iPhone 10. It's got dual cameras. It's the flagship phone for Apple this year, and it shoots in 4K and all that. But today, we're not going to be doing, we want to make this as even as possible. The Canon M10 only shoots at 1080p at 30 frames a second. So we're going to shoot this one at 1080p at 30 frames a second. We're going to see which one's better for vlogging. They are two completely different animals. I know that, folks. This is a mirrorless SLR. You have it with you sometimes. Sometimes you don't. It takes photos and video and everything like that. This is something you have with you all the time. It is a phone. It is a camera phone. We have it all the time in our pockets. So we're going to see which one is better for vlogging. One you may have with you, one you may not. Which one are you going to choose? Let's find out which one's better, folks. Okay, folks, here's going to be the test. We've got the Canon on the left here and the iPhone on the right here. Both set at 1080p, 30 frames a second. The Canon has a zoom lens on it. I'm going to zoom it all the way out. So we've got, it's a 15 by 40 to 45. We're going to have it 15, so the Canon will have a much wider field of view. It's going to be like this. The iPhone is going to be probably something like this. So we're going to be testing a few things, and throughout the video, we're also going to be testing sound to see which sound is better. I'm going to be toggling the sound from iPhone to Canon back and forth, and I'll display it. I'll put it in all the settings on both cameras are default settings. There's going to be no tweaking, straight out of the box. The default settings for the Canon is what I'm going to be using. The iPhone, there is no settings you can set. I guess you could, but I'm not going to touch anything. It's going to be default. It's going to be the auto exposure and auto brightness and auto white balance and all that kind of stuff. It's all going to be standard auto, straight out of the box for both cameras, so we can get a good test. In post, when I put it up in Final Cut, I'm not going to be doing any color correction or anything like that. It's all going to be raw. It's going to be just straight of what you see here is what I filmed it at. So let's go. Okay, folks, let's begin. We've got the Canon on your left and the iPhone on your right here. What we're going to be doing, the first test is going to be image stabilization. We're going to walk just at a regular pace and see, just like vlogging, see which one is better for just regular walking. Now, the Canon has image stabilization built into the lens, not into the body. The iPhone has built-in stabilization completely. So let's just walk around and see what we get. Just a regular walk, like if we're walking and filming. And what I'm going to do now is pick up the pace and not run, but a little bit of a jog where there's some vibration and some shaking involved. And we're going to see which camera handles it better. Okay, that should be enough of that. Now from here, we're going to test, let's go from, like right now I'm in a bright room. It is daytime out. I'm indoors, but it is daytime, and it's fairly bright in this room. We're going to go to a dark room and see how both cameras handle the transition. We're now in a dark room. See which one will pick up. See, now I've got the light from the Lightroom on my face. See which one does better. But now I turn around and I've got the light behind me. Okay, and then so we got a pretty good idea of what it is. Let's move and come out and see how it handles transitioning to a brighter light. Okay, from here, folks, what we're gonna test. Okay, folks, back. My arms were getting tired there. What we're gonna test now is what the backlight's like. Okay, I'm gonna stand in front of this bright window, see if anything, if my face gets all dark and shadowed and everything like that. And we might even go from seeing the outdoor scenery there and then straight onto my face and see how the cameras work with that and how the behavior is. Now we're going to walk away from the window and see which one is better at adjusting to the light. Keep in mind, folks, I can see the Canon because it's a flip-up screen, perfect for vlogging. The iPhone, I'm using the rear camera, so I can't see. Now, most vloggers would probably use the front-facing camera. I'm going to use the rear-facing one because it is a better camera overall. One thing to note, that they both have autofocus. The Canon tries to pick up my face. I've got squares around my face right now. I can see it on the screen, and it's constantly adjusting the focus. I'm sure the iPhone's doing it too, but I've never had a problem with the iPhone focus. So let's go outside and test out the wind noise, folks. Okay, folks, let's go outside. This should be interesting because it is a bright sunny day, and as you can see, the Canon there adjusts quickly. I can't see what the iPhone is doing, but I'm sure it's adjusting pretty quickly. It's cold out here. It snowed all yesterday. We got about a foot of snow, so it's a little bit of a breeze. We're gonna test wind noise. Let me come out of the sun so I'm not squinting too much, and I've got the sun on my back, so that's another good test to see what it picks up and which one adjusts quicker. We're gonna wait. It's not too windy. I'm wondering why we don't have any wind noise, but that could be because there's not much wind. So we might not be able to test wind noise in this environment today, folks. But you get an idea of what it is when you're outdoor. This is fully outdoor. We can do a zoom test. Well, you know what? We're not going to do just too much snow covered on everything. I don't want to put the cameras and the phones down to do a zoom test. We'll do a zoom test in the house. So let's go back in the house and see how quick the cameras take to adjust to outdoor to indoor light and which one will pick up quicker. And I can see the Canon doing it. I'm assuming the iPhone's doing it too. So let's do the next test, zoom testing. Okay, folks, this is going to be a quick zoom test. We've got, once again, the iPhone on the left, the Canon on the right. We're going to start with the Canon. Now, this is a 15 to 45 lens, so we should be able to zoom in, and that is as much as you can zoom in with the Canon. Now, with the iPhone, it's all on-screen zooming, so let's see if we can zoom in with that, and there you go. This is 6 times zoom, and that's the zoom, but it's a digital zoom, whereas the Canon is an optical zoom. So there's two different animals, folks. One's a digital zoom, one's an optical zoom, and you're gonna get different results. As you can see, probably more grainier on the iPhone. Let's zoom out on the iPhone. There you go, and zoom out on the Canon, and as you can see, the Canon started off a lot further away, even though both cameras are about 2 feet away from that remote, as you can see. Okay, folks, so there you have it. In no way is this scientific. I'm not saying that it is scientific. This is just, I guess you can say, an unscientific review and a little test comparison of an iPhone 10 on your right and a Canon mirrorless SLR M10 on your left. Which one's better for vlogging, folks? I can't tell you. I think I know which one. It all depends. You know what? I'd like to say I have my favorites, but it all depends on what you like. You could see from these videos, these side-by-side comparisons, which one's better. You guys pick which one's better. I can't tell you that. That's up to you. That's up to your eyes, which one looks better to you, and your ears, which one sounds better to you too, right? And then, you know, it's a combination of what you can do without and what you can't do without. So there you have it. This is the Canon. This is the iPhone. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, folks, hit the like button below. And if you want to see more of these comparisons, subscribe. I do this is probably my third one. I try to do them as often as I could. The first two were about a year apart, and the last one I did, this is probably about a month apart. So I'm going to try to do more. Get different cameras and compare them. But as you can see, if you followed me enough, you'll know the Canon is my daily driver. That's why I use that for vlogging. And every now and then, if I don't have my camera with me, I pull out my iPhone and I vlog with that, because you know what? Sometimes, as they always say, it sounds cliche because everyone says it and it sounds corny, but the best camera is the camera you have. Thanks for watching, folks. Take care. See ya.